as I do, you put an ad on the air paid by your campaign. This is not one of the super PAC ads. Your campaign calling the speaker an unreliable leader. Why?
Well, let me go back and address first what you just heard. What you've listened to, in my view, and the speaker's rendition of history going back to 1978, his involvement in Washington, is, in my view, a perfect example of why we need to send to Washington someone who has not lived in Washington, but someone who's lived in the real streets of America, working in the private sector, who's led a business, who started a business, who helped lead the Olympics, who helped lead a state. We need to have someone outside Washington go to Washington. If we want people who spent their life and their career, most of their career in Washington, we have 3 people on the stage who, well, I take that back. We got a doctor down here who spent most of his time in the surgical suite. Well, not surgery, the birthing suite. But I think America has to make a choice as to whether we're going to send people who spent their life in Washington to go represent our country, or instead whether we're going to have someone who's been a leader in the private sector and knows how the real economy works at the grassroots level. Now you asked me an entirely different question. What do you...